Hello, good morning students. Myself DK Verma from Shanti Niketan Jubilee School Motihari. Students, in this lecture video, we are going to study about topics like women's political representation in India, religion and its impact in the society, communalism and its different forms in India, family laws, secular state, caste in politics and politics in caste, and some terminologies like urbanization, occupational mobility, and caste hierarchy. But let us begin this lecture with this very topic, women's political representation. Students, it is quite clear that in Indian society women are too backward in all spheres of life, and we have already discussed about their life in private sphere and public sphere, and overall we had got an idea that in comparison with men in Indian society, women are too backward. And there are so many reasons for their backwardness in India. We have already studied about this also in the previous lecture video. But in this lecture video, we are going to study about what is the women's political representation in India. Students, it is quite clear that women are too backward in political sphere also, because the data which has come forward tells us clearly that women's political representation in India is very poor. As per data, we have come to know that in the Union Legislature, women represent only 10% out of the total representatives. And this shows that politically they are too backward. जरा इमेजिन कीजिए कि जिन औरतों के अपग्रेडेशन की बात हम करते हैं भारतीय समाज में, पूर्व में हमने जो स्टडी किया वो तो ये बता ही रहे हैं कि औरतों का प्राइवेट लाइफ और पब्लिक लाइफ कितना माइजरेबल है। अभी जो हम स्टडी कर रहे हैं औरतों के पॉलिटिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन के बारे में, ये स्पष्ट है कि यूनियन लेजिस्लेचर में और एग्जीक्यूटिव में भी औरतों का पॉलिटिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन बहुत ही खराब है। आजादी के वक्त से लेकर अब तक हमारे समाज में जितने भी चुनाव हुए हैं, उन सभी चुनावों का अगर आकलन किया जाए तो यह बात छनकर सामने आती है कि औरतों का पॉलिटिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन हमारे समाज में बहुत ही बुरा है। Because the data clearly tells us that out of the total electoral systems, out of the total elections in India held after 1947 to the present time, the political representation of women in India has been so poor. And it is now very clear that they represent only maximum 10%, not more than these, in the union legislature and politics. You just imagine, women in Indian society constitute half of the humanity. Their work is also appreciable. They are doing best. But whenever we come to discuss about their political representation, their economic and social upgradation, and so on, it becomes very clear that they are too backward. We always talk about social and political upgradation of women in Indian society, but we always see and feel that they are actually too backward in all these spheres. And we have already studied about the reasons of their backwardness. चलिए, ये तो स्पष्ट हो गया कि यूनियन लेजिस्लेचर और गवर्नमेंट में एक लंबे अरसे तक, बहुत पहले से लेकर वर्तमान तक, जो औरतों का पॉलिटिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन रहा है बहुत ही बुरा रहा है, बहुत ही दयनीय रिप्रेजेंटेशन रहा है। इसके कारण है, उन कारणों की विवेचना हम पूर्व के अध्ययन में कर चुके हैं। जहां तक औरतों के पॉलिटिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन की बात है स्टेट लेजिस्लेचर और गवर्नमेंट में, वो आंकड़े ये बताते हैं कि स्टेट लेजिस्लेचर और गवर्नमेंट में उनकी स्थिति और भी दयनीय है। दे हैव नॉट गॉन beyond 5% of the total representation in the legislature and government till now, in a state legislature and government. So just imagine that if a woman chief minister is there in a state, after all this very good opportunity that there is a woman chief minister in the state, the number of women ministers as well as MLAs and other representatives in the state is very poor. So how we can imagine about their upgradation in social and political life where they are not permitted too much in a number in the political sphere? So it is very clear that women political representation in India is very poor, and that is not more than 10% in union legislature and government, and not more than 5% in state legislature and government. So this is a vital problem for the backwardness of women in Indian society. In the previous study, we have studied about their private life and public life, social life and economic life, and this time we are studying about their political upgradation and backwardness. And overall figure tells us that they are also politically backward everywhere, at the center as well as in states. So in such a situation, only we can't imagine about their upgradation in such a condition, but it is a great need of the time to do something better and innovative for the real upgradation of women's political sphere, public sphere, private sphere, economic sphere and social spheres. And the reasons must be invented, reasons must be searched out that can be helpful for their real upgradation. And after that, another topic of study, students, here is religion and its impact in the society. Students, religion is a vital factor of our life, vital sphere of the human life. There are two concepts about religion in Indian society. The first that is discussed and used by us in Indian society is in the form of Hinduism, Islam, Sikhism and Christianity. We just think religion in this way, in these forms. And whenever we talk about religion like Hinduism, Islam, Sikhism and Christianity, we talk and think about the supremacy, superiority of one religion over others. We think that we, due to belonging to Hinduism, are better than other religious communities and they are inferior. But this very feeling and attitude is not helpful in the accommodation of society, in the unification of society. Because we have a sense of a supremacy of religion, supremacy of a particular religion over others. So this is the form of religion discussed and used by us in modern society, and that is why there is a feeling of supremacy of a particular religion over other religions, and this is the main reason of fractionalism, separation and division in the society. But think, महात्मा गांधी ने क्या कहा था रिलीजन के बारे में? अभी तो हम रिलीजन और उसके वर्तमान स्वरूप की चर्चा कर रहे हैं। महात्मा गांधी ने यह कहा था कि रिलीजन को पॉलिटिक्स से सेपरेट नहीं किया जा सकता है। अभी हम क्या कर रहे हैं? हम ये कहते हैं कि रिलीजन को पॉलिटिक्स में इन्वॉल्व नहीं होना चाहिए, बिकॉज यह हमारे समाज को प्रदूषित करता है और गलत राह पर लेकर जाता है। मुद्दे समाज के, राष्ट्र के गौण हो जाते हैं और हम रिलीजन के नाम पर टुकड़े टुकड़े में बंट के रह जाते हैं, मानसिक आधार पर और वास्तविक आधार पर भी। गांधी जी ने इसलिए कहा था कि रिलीजन कैन नेवर बी सेपरेटेड फ्रॉम पॉलिटिक्स, बिकॉज व्हाट ही मींट बाय रिलीजन वाज नॉट like the particular religions of Hinduism, Islam, Sikhism and Christianity, but he always used to say that ethics drawn from each and every religion must be used in politics. उन्होंने कहा था कि धर्मों की अच्छाइयों को हमें पॉलिटिक्स में लाना चाहिए, जिससे हम पॉलिटिक्स को बेहतर ढंग से परिभाषित कर सके और उसे सामने ला सके। Whenever we talk about ethics drawn from religion, students, we think about goodness of religion in the form of भाईचारा, प्रेम, सहिष्णुता, मेल मिलाप इत्यादि। लेकिन वर्तमान में धर्म की इन अच्छाइयों को हम भूल चुके हैं और उन बुराइयों को धर्म का हिस्सा हमने बना लिया है, जो हमारे समाज को विकृत कर रही हैं और समाज को तोड़ रही हैं। तो हमारा फर्ज है, हमारा कर्तव्य है कि हम धर्मों के वैसे स्वरूप को राजनीति से नहीं जोड़े जिससे हमारा समाज और हमारी कुल व्यवस्था प्रतिकूल रूप से प्रभावित होती है। अतः धर्म और राजनीति का एक ऐसा समन्वय होना चाहिए जिससे हमारा समाज अच्छी दिशा में बढ़े, हम समाज को जोड़ सके और समाज को एक सही दिशा और दशा दे सके, जैसा कि गांधी जी ने कहा था, धर्म की व्याख्या करते हुए, धर्म को डिफाइन करते हुए। थैंक यू वेरी मच। द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक्स विल बी डिस्कस्ड इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर वीडियो।